My child's never going to develop normally due to white matter in the brain.
In this video, you're going to learn complications that can arise from a NICU stay, 3 resources you can make use of to ensure your NICU baby stays on track developmentally, and a simple at-home exercise to do with your baby to promote optimal development. Welcome to Movement Lesson. Find our links in the description below.
The absolute first thing you're going to do is, it's a free course, NICU to home. Even though you're home, please, we've got to get the NICU out of your child. I want to make sure you're set up there. If you feel you have all that information, you know it already, then you can skip it, but go through it quickly, please. Any child that has issues with first breath, meaning opposing gravity in breath, is going to have difficulties without some kind of therapeutic intervention to oppose gravity in vertical positionings like walking. Now you're doing my breathing course, also free. So the first big rule I'm going to tell you, don't look for movement as random acts of she's moving. The next, you're going to do the newborn movement assessment. We want to get her on milestone progression. There's a big difference between a child that's like, yeah, over there's a ball, I'm going to think about it. She wants it. She's got the personality. It's there. The character development is there. Functional movement or anything to do with the milestone is, I have weight transfer. So it means I can transfer my weight. I have transitional skills, like I can go from my tummy to rolling over. I can transition. And I have rotation, because I can't go from my tummy to my back without rotation. If you're missing any of those skills, this is why you're here, right? So those are what, if you have those skills, you can progress. And when the brain starts progressing, that's when we have development. Not to get graphic, but intubation, they really take this child, put the head off to get a straight line. So I don't want jams in the ethmoid cavities within her sinuses, or facial movements, or where she's had tegaderm tape. We're going to have to, in a sense, get the tape off. That's why when you see kids that they've been in a NICU, they talk like this, right? Because during the first stages, they had tegaderm and all that with a cannulation, and this is where we have speech problems. Not necessarily because of cognitive impairment, because of movement impairment. We had to keep her alive. I'm not saying you shouldn't have intubated her, but this is what I need to know. My kid's had 2 PICC lines. My kid's been, he's been intubated for his 30 surgeries, but he's had cannulation. So I've been there, guys. We've got to get the NICU out. The biggest thing we've got to do, and it's just this gentle, and you're going to learn from my breathing course. If you want breath, you don't put the weight here. You're going to come underneath, and that's what you're going to do to get that breathing to start going. But that touch that you're going to learn, that gentleness, is going to carry you through and get the gold out of you that she's doing. Let her move around. Let her do what she's doing. If you want to make it purposeful, you get your glasses here. She can't do anything to hurt all that. Let her go after it. Oh, you got them. This is the great part, guys, about doing this with your child. You can do so many wonderful things with them, right? And make it purposeful and do all of that. But you need to get this whole body breathing, and you're just here with your child. That's the one thing you're going to do in the next 2 weeks. That's it. You really learn to touch, how soft it is. It's like touching butter without leaving fingerprints. There's nothing more functional than breath. I can't do one thing in my life without breathing. And so that's going to be your biggest function. Nobody's going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're going to say, oh, her pulse ox are 98. What are you worried about? It's how she moves and breathing and everything. If I go to pick up this ball, and I'm talking, I've got to be able to breathe and do it. And you can do it. Thanks.